Yo, what's up, guys? Joe here. Might as well finish it up because the fight ended in this episode, so I might as well address it because my reaction to it is completely different. It kind of started out like, holy shit, this is awesome with Uzin, and then it went to what the fuck confusion with episode 10, and now I'm at like kind of annoyed slash angry. So this is a reaction. I'll probably put slash rant because what the fuck? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna piss off a whole bunch of Medaka box fans. I'm probably gonna piss off Sam, but this is just maybe it's because I'm the only one. It seems like I'm the only one who seems to like Uzin's mindset. I don't understand. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the fucking weird one. But here's my thing. I love Uzin. I honestly think Uzin is wasted on Medaka. As a villain or even an antagonistic character, I believe he's wasted on Medaka. Why? Because Medaka is written so fucking badly. It's insane. Because it started out as a gag manga, you can see how gag heavy Medaka is supposed to be. When they try to translate that into shonen character development, they do a horrible fucking job. And one of the first things that it's one of the first things I noticed. I've just finished watching the episode like maybe 10 minutes ago, about 10 minutes ago. When I'm thinking back on it, the first thing that really pissed me off is the thing she says like within the first 5 minutes. She says, "I'm not going to use any martial arts against you because those are meant for respect and honor, and I'm just going to fight you like a wild animal." And the first thing that went to my mind is, you love humans, but you don't have the human decency to fight him at your best. You want to fight him like an animal. So you want to put yourself on an animal level to fight Uzin, as if Uzin is beneath fighting you as a human, which is a blatant contradiction. And I know a lot of people are going to think I'm looking too much into this, but it just really pissed me off. That was the first thing. The second thing is, there are a few scenes in here that are very, very shonen-tastic that I got like 2 One Piece vibes from, and it ticked me off because of how badly they're done here. The first one is that fucking scene with Zenkichi going, "If you want to back out, then back out now," and then them niggas just kind of are already in front of him. I can believe Zenkichi. Akune, I have to bullshit some shit with. Kikajima made no fucking sense there. I'm sorry, she didn't. You want me to believe a character who the only interaction we've seen with Medaka so far is that fucking swim meet thing, and actually, yeah, that's the only thing we've seen is the swim meet thing, because the other interaction she has is with Zenkichi. So she only has an interaction with the swim meet shit. And I'm supposed to believe that she's just willing to put up with all of this crap, even though money is like the most important thing. Like, her character hasn't evolved enough from what her relationship with Medaka for me to buy that. But I had to BS buy that, which kind of bugged me. I had to BS buy Akune on some fucking fanboy bullshit, which annoys the crap out of me. Also, the fact, and I love Uzin's speech. I know a lot of people thought he was rambling and that he's insane. I honestly think I don't see why people think he's insane. Most narcissistic people are like this, and that's why I relate to him so much. With that whole where he like that main thing where he mentioned how when Medaka says she loves humans, what you really mean is you want to be more like them. Which kind of brings up this question, is she just having anger just to seem more like a human being? Is that the reason why she doesn't call herself a saint? Because she realizes how much of a fucking non-human she is, and she's giving herself human characteristics to hide the fact that she blatantly is a fucking demon. Also, the level of ridiculousness I'm supposed to buy with the fucking, oh, I can move 2 buildings when I'm restricted by this cutting-ass wire, which should have been causing her a lot more pain and slicing and just fucked upness, but it's shonen. So obviously we had to BS that. BS her strength and BS her the damage she's taking because it's shonen, and for some reason Japan is gonna cut down the blood for all anime. Then the fucking I also like how Uzin essentially has accepted defeat, like at the beginning of the episode. He realizes he's fucked. Especially when he pulls out his last trump card, he says, like, I'm fucked anyway. He actually accepted his death. That's how much. And you know the one thing about Usopp that really cemented how much I like the character is that when Medaka was about to punch him, he was like, he sat there and he was like, I'm 10 years old and I have more experience than you in life. Which I thought was so fucking true. And then the other thing about Medaka that pissed me off was the whole contradiction shit with, oh, now, I don't know what the logistics behind it, but the whole thing with her little flashback when she first used this little mode was that there was a guy she couldn't reform and he ended up hurting a friend of hers, but the implication made it look like he killed her because you saw blood on the floor and he was smiling maniacally, so I assumed he killed her. And from what I heard, that she beat him to the inch of his life instead of killing him. And this stuck with her. So she's already had this sense of failure in the back of her mind. So Uzen really is just an exaggerated version of the same fucking thing. Also, the dumbass thing here is that she lost her shit because it looked like her friend was dead. Like from the scene we see it looks like he killed that girl. She loses her shit because she saves all of her friends, but she just doesn't like the fact that they were in danger. There's not a balance of when you want to choose to lose your shit. And then in the correlation scenes I said with One Piece, the first one is the whole Kuma, where it's like Kuma says, I'll kill Luffy. I'll only kill Luffy and let all of you go if I can kill Luffy. And the entire Straw Hats say no. And you get those cool close-ups at the end of Thriller Bark. That you know, you can feel something there because there was a whole bunch of connection there. Kikaijiba and Akune and Zenkichi, it was just like, no. And then this other scene with, well, it's not even really a scene. It's just something that reminds me of it. This whole concept that without her friends, she would be this monster. That was the whole concept. Like, Uzen's main concept when he was talking was really just stating the fact that she would be a monster if that she would become Uzen if she didn't have her friends. Like, that was the correlation I noticed. It was like you'll become like me anyway because you'll have my death lingering in the back of your mind, even though she should already have that in the back of her mind, which kind of fucks up the whole logic that Uzen was saying there, because it's like, you have this she's like, you already had this in the back of your mind, Medaka. Why are you even trying to help humans when you know people will abandon you? It just didn't make any, it just ticked me off. I don't like the way she's written. She's written for gags, and you give her this really, really extreme contradiction personality, where she's extremely contradicting herself. Like, she has this extreme personality on one side and she's an extreme spectrum. She has like a long-ass spectrum of both of the extremes. She's so extreme that she will do anything to help somebody, but she's also extreme enough that she would be willing to kill somebody. What the fuck? I think Phil Jason's been sending me messages talking about how because he's reading the manga. And he mentioned that the series, he thinks the series is good, but the series does some weird shit and confuses him. And I can see it confusing him because it doesn't make any fucking sense, and I'm supposed to like this character who is up until a certain point shown to be this saint. And they can't, and the thing is she's so much of a saint that when we get to the shonen series mode, it doesn't translate over because the writers chose a BS way to make her realistic, to make her more realistic by giving her an overpowered fighting mode that relates to a Dragon Ball Z character with the whole hair Super Saiyan 3 bullshit. So why would you have her on both of the extremes? The way that should have worked is that if when Uzen confronted her, she shouldn't have went into this extreme rage that I'm going to kill you. She should have sat there and challenged her ideals. But then on top of the fact of ruining that fact, you mentioned the fact that she's gone through this before. And then what really, really pissed me off is when she turned back to normal, the first thing she says is, would you like to join the student council, Uzen? And I'm sitting there, and you know how everyone had the shock look on their face? I had my hand like this, and I was doing like an anime hit, so I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it pissed me off. It's like, so we're not going to get any type of dwelling on that. And what ticks me off is that it's supposed to be her rage mode, but she seems to be competent. She seems to be like normal in it. Like she seems to be she's making active decisions to be angry. How the fuck is that a rage mode where she's blindly attacking him? It's not a rage mode. You ruined the basic concept of a rage mode. I can believe Naruto's Six Tails form is rage mode because he's not thinking. She was thinking. She chose not to use martial arts. She had the common ability to sit there and talk to him in a normal state. She even had the willingness to stop attacking for a minute. If you're in rage mode, you're not going to do any of those things. So I'm supposed to buy that this is Medaka when she's angry and that she's in rage mode, even though it's not fucking rage mode. What it is her actively choosing to ignore her sensibility of loving people, quote unquote, even though really what it is that she just wants to be accepted by humans, which then kind of puts a hole in the fountain. It's like, well, why are you believing Uzin? It's like, well, because Uzin hasn't given me a reason to not believe in him. And on top of which, it perfectly makes sense with her character. It's like, Uzin is a really good antagonistic character for Medaka if Medaka was a better shonen protagonist, which is why you don't give her a bullshit, ridiculous rape mode for no fucking reason, and then have her just straight contradict herself throughout that entire fight. And I'm just supposed to be like, yeah. And what made it worse is that Zenkichi essentially is reflecting the reader at the end where he's like, honestly, I don't necessarily disagree with your ideals, Uzin. So what it really boils down to is preference. And the preference is, I like Medaka more. And my mind is kind of like, that's supposed to be the reader's correlation. But me personally as a reader, I'm more siding with Uzin than Medaka. Even though I like Medaka's mindset, probably, I relate more to Uzin. And it's like, the problem with, and to me personally, Uzin is a better character than Medaka. Like, honest, I think Medaka is just badly written. I think this fucked her character up so badly. This whole war god mode fucked her character up so badly. Because it ruins a lot of, it just ticks me off. It's like, she shouldn't have had the extremes of both sides. That she was willing to kill, but she's willing to forgive everything. You're willing to forgive everything. And what makes me mad is that and then, as I said, the whole snap switch. It wasn't like there was no calm period. It was literally, she went from, I'm going to kill you, to join the student council. And I'm sitting there going, what the fuck? Are you shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me? You were ready to kill this dude in a second. It's so, she's so poorly written, it pisses me. And it's not even like and the thing is, it's literally that fourth form, and what she does in that fourth is like the active decision to fight him, and then on top of that, giving her a rage mode, and then on top of that, having her have that rage mode that isn't a rage mode. It's like, it's supposed to, like, the way the flashback made it sound like is that the rage mode is, I'm going to fuck you up and I'm going to kill you. And then I was like, but she's speaking coherently and she's acting like she's still having the common decency to do certain things. But at the same time, she's treating him low enough that she doesn't even feel like she deserves, that she needs to fight him with martial arts. Like she's giving him a handicap. What? You're willing to kill him, but you're willing to give him a handicap. You cocky, egotistical bitch. Like, that is stupid. I am so annoyed with this character. Like I don't even. I'm fine with having 13 episodes, and I'm glad I watched it on Crunchyroll because I'm totally not buying this. That just pissed me off. A lot of people are gonna get angry. A lot of people are gonna disagree with me. But personally, that's how I feel. I feel like this war god shit, everything from when she chose to fight him, and the war god shit, everything from that point on fucked her character. You fucked her character over. I don't really care for Medaka's. You just fucked her character. I'm sorry. I don't. Why would you want a character who's at both extremes? One who's so saintly that she'll forgive anything you do. And what made it even dumber is the fact that she asked. No, I don't think she asked. I think what it was is, I don't specifically remember if she asked or not, but I remember there being a scene where it's like, you still failed, and it's like, I remember there being an exchange about him being reformed, and I'm not totally sure if she asked him or not. I think actually, yeah, because she warned him, and it was stupid. It was like, you're in your rage mode and you're warning people. It kind of ruins, like, the fact that you're so coherent makes me not believe you're doing this in blind anger like I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to believe that you're doing this in blind anger and that you are just mad that he fucked with your friends. But no, you're being coherent as shit, which ruins the whole concept of the damn mode. The mode is supposed to be a rage mode that you only use when your friends are being attacked or murdered or in danger, whatever the fuck. Not a mode that you just choose to go into and it just happens to have a very similar trigger. Like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. But I'll put it this way. I was mad at Clannad, and Clannad to me still probably has hope with After Story. But Medaka, I feel like I'm gonna have to watch them try to fix her now, which makes me definitely not want to read the manga. So if this doesn't get if it gets a second season, I'm not watching the second season. I'll finish these last 2 episodes, or 1 or 2 episodes. But fuck, I'm not watching a second season of this shit. Fuck the second season. I'm done. I'm done. Like, after this, after episode 13, I don't want to hear shit about Medaka. Because fuck that. That was so bad. That was just so fucking bad.